This is Commando 3's. It's just I just looked up fight scene from Commando 3 because that's what recommended, and this is Vidayot Solid Action. I read the name wrong, but I just wanted to jump on into it. How come I feel like this is not what I'm supposed to be watching? Either run them down or back up. You are in a car behind the wheel. It's still running. Floor it. Oh. And they missed their opportunity to just drive straight. See, this is one thing that I have action in some movies. It's just like there's some obvious things that you can do. You're obviously going to get attacked. You are in the most powerful weapon there. Nobody has a firearm. You're in a car. You could have run them down and had them all scatter out of your way. But instead, nope. You just sit there. You choose to sit there staring at each other, doing absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh. Little things like this are just... They don't deserve to win. Ugh, I hate it. Why does everyone take something from Hollywood and go like, oh, that's how women fight? Let's reenact it. No, women can't fight like that. I hate to remind people, but they're physically not capable to match the strength of a guy. I mean, maybe if they're absurd bodybuilders, they could easily put me in my place. But, oh my gosh, it always throws me out of it. First of all, the women didn't run the people down with a car, which would have been the best option. No, they have to get out and try to act powerful. No, what you need to do is have them fighting with a lower center of gravity, using people's swings and momentum against them. That's how women are required to fight in order to overpower a guy, because they can't overpower him. You use a man's momentum against them. That's how it worked in Family Man. When the girl was fighting, she would keep her body low. If a guy swung, she would grab the arm, move the body, move the person with their momentum, not stopping a full-fledged punch, blocking, and then throwing them to the ground. Oh my gosh. Freaking California's unrealistic ideals of action basically getting thrown everywhere. Unrealistic ideals of women getting thrown everywhere. Well, oh my gosh. Like the guy taking on 20 guys. Yes, it was ridiculous, but he was getting thrown around. He was getting beat up. He had to grab. He was thrown on the car. The women haven't gotten tossed anywhere. That's the thing that's ridiculous. It's like the women aren't, well, that's, of course, you can't. It's considered a huge negative to have a guy in a film throwing around a woman, especially if the movie isn't supposed to be like that. If it's supposed to be just anything but an action movie, if you have a scene like that, it's very controversial. Very controversial. That's why they tend to have women fight women, or guys fighting guys. If you have a guy raise a hand against, or a woman raising a hand against a guy, but the second you have it, just, Why are they running up with a gas can? Whoa. Plastic. Okay, Black Widow. What the heck happened to everyone? They all just up and left. Oh, women are still fighting, I guess. See, now that is the first ridiculous thing there, other than the women fighting. Him being launched out of the window because of an explosion. Oh my gosh. Like I was if the women would have just have driven everyone over, it would have been like, okay, this is a great movie. But then they get out of the car, start fighting, beating up dudes unrealistically. And I know it's an action movie. It's not supposed to be taken realistically, but at the same time, it was all done and choreographed realistically, except for the women until the very end when the explosion happens. So maybe watching the film would be different because you're led on into it. And it's like a gradual increase, okay, of girl boss being ridiculously overpowerful and no guy can touch her. I mean, if it establishes that earlier on, it makes sense. But just being thrown straight into it and being like, no, you can't be a great fighter when you've already given up your greatest weapon and getting out of the freaking car, which could have just driven. No one punctured your tire. No one got no one had a firearm. All those little things are just like, ugh. Oh well.